Hailey Bieber is officially pushing the beauty industry into absolute insanity. Over the last few weeks, thousands of teenagers stood in a 12-hour line during a sweltering summer heat wave. Some documented severe third-degree sunburns and sheer physical exhaustion on TikTok. They did all of this just for a chance to buy a mid-lip gloss from Rhode skincare. This brand allegedly secured a staggering $1 billion valuation by selling a highly calculated parasocial fantasy. But while these loyal fans were literally cooking on the sunlit concrete, the founder was reportedly lounging inside a luxury hotel nearby. She was hosting an elite, all-expenses-paid influencer trip just 1 block away from her fainted consumers. It seems the clean girl aesthetic has a highly toxic catch. Regular fans get painful blisters while internet elites get silk sheets and free gift bags. Is this an actual community or a public humiliation ritual? Hailey Bieber, let us see what you got. Anyway, let us look closely at the actual products. The internet keeps claiming these gray tubes are absolute genius. They are not. In reality, the peptide lip treatment is just basic cosmetic science. The formula is wrapped in minimal gray plastic. Dozens of cheap drugstore alternatives do the exact same thing. You can get better hydration for half the price. Heritage skincare brands have sold these exact formulas for decades. Think about Avene, Vichy, or Bioderma. Your grandmother probably used the exact same basic ingredients. Yet social media treats these items like actual god-tier innovations. It makes zero sense. But Rhode did not become a massive empire by creating revolutionary skincare. They sold a curated internet persona instead. Hailey Bieber spent years cultivating a highly specific aesthetic online. She became the ultimate cool, clean girl figure. Every girl on TikTok wanted to emulate her daily routine. Rhode simply turned that widespread female emulation into direct corporate profit. This strategy worked incredibly well. The brand allegedly sold a massive stake to E.L.F. Beauty in 2025. The rumored valuation reached a staggering $1 billion. Think about that number for a second. The astronomical value was never inside the actual formula. The product inside the tube is completely basic. The true value is entirely wrapped in the cultural cachet of Hailey herself. But this recent summer pop-up disaster completely exposed the very ugly side of this parasocial relationship. Now let us talk about the absolute hysteria on the ground. Videos from the Newport and Dallas pop-up events are deeply unsettling. Teenagers arrived with lawn chairs and heavy tents. Some were camping out as early as 3 in the morning. The massive lines wrapped tightly around multiple city blocks. By 10 in the morning, security guards came out. They abruptly capped the line at exactly 1,000 people. Hundreds of frustrated fans were turned away instantly. They were left stranded in the sweltering elements. These consumers endured the blinding summer heat for hours. Why did they do that? They wanted to buy a basic gray hoodie. They wanted a cheap terry cloth makeup bag. Viral TikTok reviews openly dragged the design of that makeup bag. Users compared it to a literal dust bunny. Others said it looked like a brown toad. And remember, these limited edition merch items are not even free. Fans were waiting half a day in line just for the legal permission to spend their own money. It is wild. This is an unpaid endurance sport disguised as community. Some attendees documented horrific third-degree sunburns on their public feeds. Others posted about severe dehydration and exhaustion. Yet the crowd stayed put on the hot concrete. They were desperately chasing a digital trend. But like I said, the real problem is the absolute disconnect from the celebrity founder. Regular customers sat sweating on the pavement for 12 hours. Meanwhile, Hailey Bieber was reportedly busy hosting private brand activities nearby. She stayed inside an air-conditioned luxury hotel room. She was busy taking flawless selfies for her Instagram feed. The brand was hosting an insane, all-expenses-paid influencer trip. They flew out high-tier creators to live the fantasy. These internet elites had thousands of dollars worth of premium products waiting on their silk beds. Meanwhile, the actual paying customers outside received almost nothing. Security handed them cheap bubble stickers. They got temporary tattoos. Hailey did not bother to walk a single block to shake hands with her fainted community. She completely ignored them. Multiple viral TikTok videos called the entire event a public humiliation ritual. It proves these modern celebrity brands only care about digital visibility. They do not care about real consumer loyalty. A creator with millions of followers is simply worth far more to the corporate machine. A regular customer means nothing. Fandoms provide massive streams of free advertising while the celebrity stays completely out of touch. And it is like the marketing narrative completely falls apart when you look at the ingredients. Rhode pushes peptides, niacinamide, and shea butter. They market these things like a secret scientific discovery. They act like they found a rare laboratory under the Swiss Alps. In reality, any certified dermatologist will tell you the truth. These are incredibly boring, foundational skincare elements. You can find them in any standard drugstore moisturizer down the aisle. You do not need to pay a premium celebrity tax for them. One user even noted that the pineapple refresh wash caused massive acne breakouts. Her skin was completely ruined after one use. This is not groundbreaking cosmetic science. It is just basic corporate storytelling. Contrast this with complex clinical brands like Skin Better Science. They actually spend money to develop advanced, undupable formulas. Rhode is the exact opposite. Social media is already flooded with cheaper dupes from brands like Bioma. Consumers are realizing the truth. Your skin health is ultimately dictated by genetics, hormones, sleep, and diet. No magic lip balm is going to change your DNA. It will not marry you to a pop star either, yet consumers remain completely hypnotized by the powerful corporate dream. But the illusion gets even messier when you look at the recent quality control issues. For years, Rhode has been plagued by a constant stream of dramatic customer complaints. Hundreds of users documented their packages arriving completely damaged. The containers were leaking or entirely melted. Some jokes on Reddit claim that the shipments traveled through the Sahara Desert before arriving. It is a logistics disaster. Worse, TikTok exploded with videos claiming consumers discovered hard, sharp particles inside their peptide lip treatments. Some users openly worried these sharp shards were actually dangerous glass fragments. The online community instantly drew comparisons to past influencer blunders. They brought up the infamous Jaclyn Hill hairy lipsticks. They talked about old Kylie Cosmetics defects. Rhode quickly issued a public statement trying to calm the widespread panic. They claimed the sharp pieces were definitely not glass. The brand blamed crystallized ingredients that sometimes form during transit, but the visual receipts on social media were already out there. The damage was done. A massive wave of internet consumers felt deeply uneasy about putting this product on their faces. But Rhode's corporate damage control is honestly hilarious. Recently, hundreds of buyers complained about their pocket bronzers arriving with a bizarre white residue. The brand casually released a statement calling the white crust a safe, natural wax bloom. They claimed it was caused by sudden temperature shifts in the warehouse. Their official customer service team told buyers to just gently wipe the residue off. They told them to keep using it normally. Imagine paying premium luxury prices for a product that looks completely moldy out of the box. It is ridiculous. Competitors like Fenty Beauty or Summer Fridays never force you to wipe your products to make them work. Some users even posted terrifying photos of actual green mold growing inside their packaging. Rhode told those specific consumers to immediately discontinue using the defective product. Yet their public relations department continues to double down on the claim that their factories are flawless. Internet comments are absolutely not buying the excuse. Users are calling the items trashy, cheap, and completely unsafe. Anyway, this whole situation reveals how celebrity culture successfully exploits modern consumerism. 10 years ago, a celebrity actually had to actively run their own business operations. Today, stars just rent out their likeness to a massive corporation. They slap their famous name onto cheap packaging. Then they let the fandom do all the heavy lifting. Marketing researchers actually have a specific clinical term for this phenomenon. They call it brand community labor. It happens when consumers become so emotionally invested in a celebrity. They willingly perform promotional work for free. They do not get a single dime for it. When fans flood TikTok with rave reviews of the new summer drop, they act as an unpaid marketing department. You are spending your entire weekend waiting in a 12-hour line. You are doing that just to generate free advertising for a multi-billion-dollar empire. It is a completely transactional, one-sided relationship bordering on absolute corporate delusion. The exchange is never equal. The fans get sunburned while the billionaire gets richer. Fandom has essentially transformed into free corporate labor. So, is the clean girl aesthetic actually worth a third-degree sunburn? Probably not. This entire pop-up disaster proves the line between brand loyalty and corporate exploitation has completely dissolved. Fandoms willingly perform grueling marketing labor for free. Meanwhile, the celebrity founders remain entirely unbothered in air-conditioned luxury suites. The real mystery is how long consumers will keep paying to be ignored by billionaires. It is a wildly transactional relationship bordering on delusion. Drop your thoughts on this messy situation in the comments below. Hailey Bieber, let us see what you got next.